No, George, get out of the shot. You're not there. You're not there. I don't care if you want to Instagram this. You're not there. It's just Dom and the two boomers. Hey everybody, welcome back to Black Belt Gaming's playthrough of Scattered. We had a rough set of turns last time. One figure dropped and another one is down to 0 health. So let's see if we can do any better this turn. Starting up this turn, Marcus Phoenix goes through the heal step, has a full hand of 7. And I think we're going to play a pummel attack card, which allows us to perform up to 2 attacks. He's going to try to clear out the area around Dom. For this attack, we have some choices here. Let's check some line of sight and range. He's not in cover. They're not in cover. So he can fully move around any space on here. So he's got enough line of sight. That's not a problem. Range is actually going to be 1, 2 spaces away, even though they kind of look diagonally adjacent, but that's not going to count. So the Scorcher can't work. The Scorcher needs to attack characters that are within your space or 1 range away. So the Scorcher's out of the rotation here. We need to go Lancer or Boom Shot. I'm thinking maybe Boom Shot. Let's make a Boom Shot attack first. 3 tokens on the Boom Shot, and if we get an Omen, we get to ignore one defense die and deal 1 wound to each other figure in the target area. With these guys, I don't think that really matters much. You know, because you've got to do 2, at least 2 to take them down. But maybe ignoring 1 defense die might help. Let's go ahead and use it and see how this works out. We're going to remove a token, and we're going to be rolling 4 dice against one of those guys rolling 2 defense dice. So 4 attack dice, 2 defense dice. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4 attack. Boomers get 2 defense dice. Each of those boomers is wounded. Yeah, they are wounded. But we have to do a minimum of 2 to take them down. So we're shooting, I guess, the closest one. That's a pretty good roll. We did get an Omen. So ignore 1 defense die rolled. We're going to ignore that one. And deal 1 wound to each other figure in the target area. That may... Well, we killed him. That's the point. The splash damage is 1 wound to the other boomer. He just soaks it, so it doesn't matter. So 1 boomer's out. All right, so this guy's gone. I bet he's just going to drop some ammo with our house rule. Other boomer, you know, takes a little bit of explosive damage, but is not really hurt. Dom, he's not hurt by this. He's technically bleeding out and doesn't take another wound. You know, I think for his next attack, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take 1 off the Boom Shot and go with the exact same 4 dice, 2 defense dice. Let's see how this comes out. Interesting. Not much happening there. We get to ignore 1, and then we do 2 wounds. Actually, that is enough. That is enough to kill a wounded boomer. And he's also going to drop, I don't want to get these mixed up, he's going to drop ammunition. So that's 2 ammo tokens in Dom's area. Area cleared. With the area cleared, we can't really take any other actions here. Let's go to the locust activation. There are no drones here on this map. If no emergence hole is in your area. No, there is one. Spawn a locust bee in your area and then it attacks you. A ticker? No, I really wanted to save this one for later. This is a great movement card. But it's the only guard card that I have. And I think I'm going to need to do this. So we're going to discard Explore from Marcus. And we're going to have him shoot at the ticker. And I would say let's go with the Scorcher. And we're not going to expend an ammo. All right, so it's just going to be 2 attack dice for the Scorcher, 1 for the ticker. And we have an omen. What? An omen only. Ignore all defense dice. So no damage. That did not work out how I wanted. So the guard, we sort of flame all around. It kind of scorched this thing a little bit, but didn't burn him. And now he's going to make his attack. Do we want to dodge? I think we do. I don't want to lose both guys on one map. The game may be over in that case. So let's get 3 defense dice. Ticker attacks with 3 attack. Blocked. 1 gets through and omen gets through. So basically 2 damage. That hurt. That's going to take us down to 2 cards. All right, that takes Marcus down to 2. Well, it is Dominic's turn. He's going to crawl 1 little space. And then we get his locust activation, which is Swarm. Each locust that is 5 or more movement away from the nearest cog figures moves until it is 4 movement away. I'm not sure if he's 5 or more movement away. He's there. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's 4 movement away. That's kind of bad news. I would have liked for him to have just moved a single space. But I think we have to go to the otherwise and draw an AI card. Yeah. Yeah, Marcus is technically 4 movement away from that ticker. So we can't do that. We have to draw a new AI card. Boomer. No boomers in play. New AI card. Firefight. Each drone, boomer, Theron guard attacks. Then each locust that did not attack moves 2 areas towards the nearest cog figure. And then attacks a cog figure in its area. 2 areas. 1, 2, and in cover for him. But nobody's in that area. So that's how the turn ends for the A team. All right, B team is up. Cole has 0 cards in his hand. We draw 2 for him. Augustus is going to play one of his cards, one of his 2 cards in his hand, to make an attack against the drones guarding the door. And the question is, do I want it to be a grenade, or do I want it to be a Lancer assault rifle attack? I would say let's go with a grenade. We can throw this up to 2 areas, and if we count spaces, 1, 2, it's close enough. We get to roll 4 dice. We lose a token. 4 dice are rolled, and we ignore cover. So they're going to be rolling 1 defense die each. So I'm going to roll the attack first. And, ooh, an omen. An omen seals an emergence hole in that area. That's cool. We get to seal that puppy up. How much damage? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 damage. Let's see how they run. Let's see what the first drone, he was blown up. Second drone, he was blown up. We got them both and sealed the hole. Nicely done, Cole. AI card for Cole's turn. Tickers. Actually, the board is clear, so we need to draw a new AI card. Had to reshuffle the deck. New AI boomers. Spawn 1 boomer at the emergence hole nearest you. That may be behind us. Yeah, that's good. With this one sealed now, that's the one that's closest. So there he is. We got to watch out for him. Let's head over to Baird. Baird has healed. He's got a full hand of 6. I think we're going to play charge. We're just going to try to get this door open. So Baird moves 1. And he's in this area. And he's opening that door. So if we look at the flip win, a cog attempts to explore through the door at the end of level 2. Remove all boomers from the map. Then replace the boomer enemy card with the grinder enemy card. Each player spawns 1 grinder on any empty area of map tile 17B. In a 4-player game, Cantus and Boomer figures may be used as grinders. So I guess the first thing we do is remove the Boomer that just came in, and we set up the new map. All right, so this door opens up over here. And over here on the edge, that door right there is connected to this door up here. And those doors are now accessible, so we can sort of consider ourselves to be on the same map, I think. I think figures can't attack through doors, but I'm just saying maybe if Marcus and Dom go down, perhaps the other team members can get to them. This is a new scenario for me, so I'm just trying to figure out how this is going to work. But anyway, we need to place some grinders. Let's take a look at what a grinder is. We don't have grinder figures, so we need to use boomer figures and these other figures we had that were singing on the sidelines. A grinder uses 3 defense dice Takes 3 hit points to drop. Cannot use chainsaws on this guy and attacks with 4 attack dice. He's wicked. Hail of bullets. If he rolls an omen, deal 2 wounds if the defender is not in cover. Basically, they're using these big machine guns that just vomit out bullets. This enemy uses Boomer AI, cards, figures, and wound markers, but does not drop weapons. Does not drop weapons when killed. So we might still go with the ammo, but not the weapons. I don't know. I might have to reconsider that. Maybe he doesn't. This is according to my house rule, right? So he doesn't drop anything when he's killed. So there are supposed to be 4 of these guys on this map, and we get to place them one at a time. Let's use these guys first, and I'm not exactly sure where would be the best places to put these fellas, but they don't go into cover. We'll just sort of scatter them around. And we need to use 1 boomer. We only have 3 of those odd guys. So there we have it. 4 of them are on the map. Baird is feeling pretty terrified of running in here by himself. So he still has 2 movement available before we finish, and then he gets to perform an attack against a figure in your area with +1 attack dice. So he could potentially charge in here for 1, 2, and attack this guy up the steps. But then that's going to put him in this room with no cover whatsoever and a bunch of grinders in there. They may absolutely drop him in a second. All right, I say, why don't you move here and get into cover there. That's full cover against all of the grinders except 1, and that's the one on the steps. And we get to make an attack that was on his card, move up to 3 areas, and then perform an attack. Well, that's not true. That is not true. You have to perform an attack against a figure in your area. No, forget that. We moved 1, we opened the door. Oh my God, we looked in. And then we're going to scoot around and find cover over here with our remaining movement. Triggering Baird's ability, we're going to dig into this equipment stash and pull out, I believe it's a grenade, isn't it? Discard and gain 1 grenade token. So that gives Baird actually 3 of these. And we can't make an attack from here. So they may start coming our way, but at least he's in full cover. Locust activation. No drones in play. Not right now. And my favorite. Distraction. Discard 1 ammo token from one of your weapon cards. Remove all dropped weapon markers. There's none on this map. And then draw a new AI card. So we got to burn a token. And boy, we didn't have very many to begin with. We're going to have to drop a Hammerburst token. Our Hammerburst is empty now. And then we got to draw a new AI card. That really hurt Baird. All right, if within one area of a cog figure, that's not true. For each boomer, move one area toward the nearest cog figure, then attack him if he's in line of sight. This is not looking good. This is going to be a bit busy. So he moves one. And then Baird is within line of sight. Move one area, then attack him if he's in line of sight. He's got a chance to shoot his grinder through that door. But Baird is in full cover. Baird will respond within a reaction card, getting +2 defense dice. Because I think these guys roll 4 attack dice. And we've got 1 plus another 2 plus another 2. So I'm going to get 1 additional defense dice out of this. Let's see what we've got. I'm going to turn the camera. I think we need to re-roll that one. So this is what it's looking like. All of the defense were blank. That stinks. We get to roll 1 more, so 2 more dice coming in. Wow. All right, so what does the Omen do again for the grinder? You deal 2 wounds if you're not in cover. Whew, he is in cover. So boom, boom, boom. 3 damage to Baird. And Baird has 4 cards. That dropped Baird to his last card. Let's go over to these others. That was just the first. The next one, he steps up. Yes, from that area he does have line of sight. 3 defense dice against 4 attack dice. I'll put it here. Well, pretty good. Actually, we dodged that. 3 wounds, 3 defense. The Omen would hit us hard if we were not in cover, but we are. The next one, 1 area. So he's moving into that same area, and he's doing the same. We got the good cover. Let's roll this again. This is going to drop Baird. Baird's out. He's down and bleeding. The last one is going to move 1 area, but he's not going to have line of sight on anyone. So he just moves there. And I think that is it. I think you're right, George. This is not looking too good. Well, everybody, that's going to finish up this turn. Thanks for watching, and I hope you'll join me to see if there's some way we can pull a victory out of this situation. We've got 2 cogs down and bleeding out. Team A isn't even in the room yet. It's looking rough.